Chapter 11. The Man Behind the Wallet. Armed with Brian Henderson's address and phone number, Mina and Rohan felt a surge of exhilaration mixed with a touch of nerves. This was it, the final act of their detective work. They decided to call first to make sure Mr. Henderson was home and prepared for visitors. Rohan made the call, explaining briefly and politely that they had found a lost wallet and believed it belonged to him. A gentle, slightly raspy voice on the other end confirmed he was indeed Brian Henderson, and after a moment of surprised silence, agreed to let them visit that afternoon. He sounded hesitant at first, like he couldn't quite believe it, then a note of hope crept into his voice. Meadowbrook Gardens was a peaceful senior living community on the outskirts of town, surrounded by perfectly manicured lawns and colorful flower beds. Mina and Rohan walked up the path to a small, charming bungalow. The door was slightly ajar, as if Mr. Henderson was expecting their arrival. A very old man with kind, tired eyes and a mop of thin white hair stood in the doorway. He leaned on a cane, but his smile was warm and genuine. "You must be Mina and Rohan," he said, his voice soft. "Come in." His living room was tidy and filled with comfortable furniture, many family photos on a side table and a small, well-cared-for upright piano in the corner. The scent of old books and something faintly sweet hung in the air. "Mr. Henderson," Mina began, her voice a little shaky with nerves. She reached into Rohan's backpack and carefully pulled out the worn leather wallet, holding it out to him. "We found this. We believe it's yours." Brian Henderson took the wallet, his aged fingers tracing the worn edges. He opened it slowly, his eyes widening as he saw the contents. He pulled out his faded ID, his old receipts, and then with trembling hands he opened an envelope with the pictures. His breath hitched as he looked at the little faded photographs. His eyes immediately welled up with tears. "Miss Clara," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion. He clutched the photos to his chest, almost reverently. "Oh, these are them. My Claire and me. Our first date at the county fair. I thought I'd lost these forever." He looked at Mina and Rohan, his eyes shining. "You have no idea what these mean to me. I've kept them in my wallet since that day over 60 years ago. Every night after she passed, I used to take them out and put them under my pillow just so I could feel like she was still there. I cried for weeks straight after I lost them." He wiped a tear from his cheek with the back of his hand. "Thank you. Oh, thank you. This is a miracle." Mina's heart twisted with a mix of relief and renewed guilt. The pictures were so precious to him. Seeing his raw emotion made her own mistake feel even heavier. She took a deep breath, realizing that she had caused unnecessary heartache for him. As bad as it felt, she felt right for the journey it took to reunite him with his cherished pictures. "Mr. Henderson," Mina said, her voice quiet but firm, "there's something I need to tell you. When I found your wallet, I saw the money, and I used some of it. I'm so sorry. I know it was wrong. I bought some things for myself, and I bought some gifts for my family, and I even bought some socks and shoes for a boy at school who needed them. But it wasn't my money to spend. I returned the things I bought for myself and I deleted the software, but I still owe you. I wanted to find you so I could apologize properly and figure out a way to pay you back. I can work for you, or I can pay you back little by little from my allowance every month, until every penny is returned." She spoke quickly, wanting to get it all out, a confession she had rehearsed 100 times in her head. Rohan stood quietly beside her, giving her a silent nod of support. Brian Henderson listened patiently, his gaze never leaving Mina's face. When she finished, Mina braced for the worst. Surprisingly, Brian just reached out a frail hand and gently took hers. His grip was surprisingly firm,